I just arrived to the airport of Ancona and going to take a train. It's only 9 a.m. but it still feels very hot. The checker only costs €1. I think I know what I'm going to bring to Germany. I don't need to use my sunscreen because all the pedestrian streets are covered with the roof. At least in the city center. And I reached the main street. It looks quite nice. I would say that it's the default what you get from Italy. It's very quiet. And now I'm going up and hopefully I will reach the citadel in 10 minutes. There's a secret entry. Let's check this out. It's probably an old mechanism that was responsible for opening and closing the gate. And there's a small view. Maybe we'll get a better one. Here we go. This is the Bahnhofstraße, the platform number 4. And you should always stamp your ticket. And it's cookie time! Mane spent 3 hours to cook these cookies, and they're so tasteful and delicious. They just saved my day. Thank you! I need to make a change in this small town, which is just at the coast. And it's actually very cozy. And that's how beach side looks like. What do you think? There's almost no one. I guess the water is too cold to swim. It should be around 18. Let's give it a try. It's really cold. The water is not actually cold. But the problem is that it's not really deep. You need to walk at least 200 meters to be able to swim. I'm in Tiramo and going to the hotel. So Tiramo is a small city which is located in a valley between small mountains. The altitude is about 200 meters. It definitely looks much better than all the cities close to the coast side. Exactly fulfills my expectations from Italy. First ice cream. Tiramo is super small. I need less than half an hour to walk through the city center. I'm on the neighboring street to the main one, and there is no one and very silent. That's how people live. It's Monday and all the restaurants are closed, and that's the reason why I bought myself a pizza. Here the breakfast is delivered to the room. It's luxury. I just arrived at the bus station and you see what a great view, and I'm going to hike there. I finally found out the correct schedule, so now I have 2 hours to walk around and buy some stuff for tomorrow. So I googled and there is no real ice cream in the mountain, and I want to taste it one more time before spending 5 days in Isola and El Aquila. A great city. I just found a free public toilet. It just saves my day. I just talked to the driver who didn't speak English, only Italian. I speak only like 2 words. I showed him my ticket and he confirmed that we are going to be there. Hopefully, we'll see. I'm on my halfway to the hotel. I tried to stop a car, tried to hitchhike, but no one had stopped. Just in 5 minutes, a car stopped. A nice guy who played the piano. When he went to school, he had to walk 5 kilometers every day, and he also tried to stop a car and no one stopped. If you have a look at the map, you'll see that this village lies just very close to the very large road, and you can get an impression that it's true. But in reality, this village lies in a valley. There is no one. I've seen only a couple of people who work in the village, but no one hikes here. I guess I miss our gummy shoes. Succeeded. The first view. The sun is already behind the mountain. Is there any chance I cross it without exposing my legs? I forgot that I can simply take off my shoes and walk bare feet. It's a good point to turn back and go home. Maybe I make a loop. We'll see. 4 kilometers done. I'm again in the forest. It's again a bit darker, and I took another road. So I'm going to make a circle and I can drink. Super fresh and super tasty. One day I will learn Italian. There's even the possibility to hike for 10 hours. Damn, I see the sign just on my road that no pedestrians are allowed. I guess I should turn back, and maybe if Mane was with me, we try to cross it, because if you're not alone and something happens, you can easily get help. This is the first part of my dinner. It's 8:15. I just had my breakfast and also talked to a guy who runs this place. As I mentioned, I don't speak English. That's why we use Google Translate to communicate. I was given a stick to protect myself against wolves and wild boars. Luckily I was told that there is no bears. To be honest, I was scared of bears. I mean, wolves are scary, but at least you can fight against them if you have a stick. But bears? No way. It's quite a steep slope. I guess I need to adjust my speed to not to stop every 10 minutes. I also told him if I won't come back till 8, then they should start searching for me. Have you seen the movie 127 Hours? I guess there will be a lot of possibilities to refill the water. I guess it's time to check the map. Yeah, we go up. I'm going to climb to La Madonna. Yeah, it's 2 more hours. No one's here. I guess it's not a very popular road, but at least there are marks. It's almost 1300. I'm a bit tired, but I didn't even make a half of it. I'm in a great mood. It's sunny. Ich werde in die Tannen gehen, dahin, wo ich sie zuletzt gesehen. Doch der Abend wirft ein Tuch aufs Land und auf die Wege hinterm Waldesrand. Und der Wald, er steht so schwarz und leer. Weh mir, oh weh. Und die Vögel singen nicht mehr. Ohne dich kann ich nicht sein, ohne dich. Mit dir bin ich auch allein, ohne dich. Mit dir zähle ich die Stunden, ohne dich. Mit dir gehen die Sekunden, ohne dich. I read on the internet that it helps to think, to get a better mood, especially when you're alone. After 300 meters of climbing, roads are dry, stony, and I finally get a great view. There's a small waterfall which falls directly on snow and it causes weird sounds. It says it's the region of a mountain and no hunting is allowed. I would say it's a bad news, and if they're not hunted down, they probably live here. A helicopter constantly flies around this region. I saw it from down below. 1567. I must confess it's a much better hike than I expected. Oh, here's the sign which points to my village. And now I need to decide if I want to take additional water and take additional weight with me. I would say I take the risk. I have at least 200, maybe 300 milliliters. It's about 1600. 1635, and I see the first snow. This way looks exactly what I imagined. Let's check this out, what I have. Prosciutto, cookies from Mane, an apple, an orange. Maybe it's a good time for tortilla. A good place and a good time to refill my water supply. Do you see them? Out of the mixture between goats and deers. It's 1800 and the wind becomes chilly, like I freeze when I stop. It's almost 1900. The slope is much steeper than it used to be. I see 3 people just above me. I think it would be my final point. I guess I don't want to risk it. The road seems dangerous and I don't really have any equipment. But even if you see here, like yes, I climbed, but it will take me at least 10 minutes to go back those 50 meters because it's too dangerous and I'm afraid of slipping. In any case, I think it's a good result. I climbed 1100 meters in a much less time than I expected, and the view is just great. This is There is a small village. I guess this is a village where a guy lives who picked me up yesterday. Maybe I'll spend here at least half an hour, we'll see. I'll enjoy my lunch. I just wonder how the group of people, of better prepared people, is going to cross this piece. Maybe I will wait for them. It's actually harder to go down. It went much better than expected. This stick just saves my day. I'm so glad that the host gave it to me. People just above me, they stay at the same place. Apparently they have a rest. I missed this view when I was climbing. That's the reason why going backwards it's not boring at all. Unfortunately I forgot my cap at home and I actually didn't need it just before now. It's almost midday and it starts to burn. To be honest, I expected that I will descend much faster, but apparently I go at the same speed as I was climbing. I'm really tired and I'm going to make a small, maybe a larger pause.
Hi fellas.
It's about 1700. The view didn't change much. I got much closer to them. It's avalanches. That's why you hear these weird sounds. Because it does not happen constantly. It just flows in large portions. Wow. It's very close. That's the place where avalanches happen. Wow. I've never seen such a thing. I was here. But not from here. I waited for 20 or 25 minutes till a new avalanche happens, but unfortunately it didn't. And it's time to enter the forest again. Bye bye, the great view! It's already 1400 and this forest does not look so bad when you descend and relax. I've just seen a wolf. It was like 100 away from me. Yeah, I see another one. Yeah, I've just seen two wolves and you can see it right here. Yeah, I'm glad I have a stick and I'm glad that I found a stone where I can stand and defend myself. But I'm sure that they will evade me. There is no reason to attack. So I will just wait and chill. Maybe another one passes by, who knows. Okay, I've seen the third one. What looks like they just go away from me. And luckily, I need to go another direction. Alright, I guess it was the last one. I don't see any signs of them. And hopefully, they go away from me. Alright, I was walking for about 600 meters straight, just in the other direction where I see wolves go. And I hope that there's a minimum of 2 kilometers between us. I try to be loud. They're not aggressive. They're also scared. And I saw, like I sang a song, and the last wolf of the pack, the third one, it started barking because he was also scared. And I stopped singing and he just passed by. I guess only 100 meters and a small slope separated us. I chose the largest stone that I found, stepped on it and was ready to defend myself. I reached the church of St. Nicola. I guess this is a place where I find no wolves anymore. Oh, it was a great experience. Now I only need to see a bear. It's 1050 meters, which means I only need to make 200 more meters. And here is the final view to the mountain. I was over there. I've done it. I'm in the village. It's time to chill. This is the last animal which crosses my road today. During the dinner, I met another Russian guy who travels through Italy by car, and he offered me a help. He said, okay, I will drive you to the village that you need to get to, so you could get the bus to L'Aquila. So I was just chilling in the village. I took a bench under the shadow and played a little bit chess. And then 1 hour before the departure of the bus, I decided to go to the bus station, which is like half an hour walk from the place where I was chilling. I met a girl who spoke very good English, and she offered help. So she basically drove me to the bus station. It turned out that she worked as au pair in Germany and Great Britain. I'm in the village, which lies 400 meters lower than the previous one, and you already feel how the air is hotter. I'm in L'Aquila. Another guy helped me to understand where the bus station is, and the answer was there was no bus station. You just had to stay on the road and wait for the bus to come. I was lucky, the guy was also going to L'Aquila, actually to Rome, but the bus makes a stop in L'Aquila, and we took the same bus. He didn't speak English, I didn't speak Italian, but we found a way to communicate. I spent all the day in my hotel because I had absolutely no energy after the hike. The city is definitely defined by cars, dogs and mountains. I guess this is the official border of the South Italy because no one respects the priority of pedestrian. Oh no, I'll have to come back. This is one of the main attractions. This is the main road. One thing that I don't understand, that everyone else wearing jackets. Like basically it's only me who wears a t-shirt. It's 25 degrees, come on. In Abruzzo, no one does a perfect scoop. Like they just try to attach ice cream somehow. This is one of the main churches in the city. And this is the view for this place. This is the first time when I actually see a nice view to the mountains and to the city. Because all the city center is very tight. And this is the citadel. The house is not super large. The perimeter is surrounded by 2-meter stone fence. And to open the gate, I'm going to press the button. Voila! I live on the second floor. Finally, I go to Trattoria. I've been in Italy for 6 or 5 days, and this is my first lunch which I do in Trattoria. Today I have much more energy. Yesterday I was lying in bed all the day, played some chess, watched YouTube, did nothing. I walked for 25 minutes, and all the time I walk along a large street. All the exhaust just smelled terrible. This is the place. I'd have never guessed it. This is my host recommendation. And a very nice guy explained me all the menu. This is the last day in L'Aquila. I packed all my clothes and I feel recovered. Looks much better without my stuff. So my plan is to just walk to the bus station, take a bus to Ancona and swim maybe today. I checked out and I need 25 minutes to get to the bus stop. Hopefully the bus will be there a little bit earlier. A rare moment when you see no cars and the city becomes much better. My bus is delayed. Luckily I have a place to sit in shadow, but it's close to a large street. But I guess in this city it's not possible to find a place without cars. I'm very close to my hotel. and then just on the beach. It's basically not a hotel, but it's a bed and breakfast. So basically I'm living in the same apartment as someone else, but I have a separate toilet and shower. And the host is a very cute old lady. She didn't speak much English, but we could understand each other. And I'm allowed to check out earlier, so I can just grab something for breakfast quite quick and go. Yeah, this is my last day, and I'm going from my hotel. I just swam and also took a shower after this, and I'm going to take pizza from the closest place. It was very tasty, super thin and crusty, fresh rucola, prosciutto, and gorgonzola just made this pizza great. I just checked out and I'm waiting for my bus, which will get me to the city where the airport is. Then I need to make a short walk, like 6 to 7 minutes to the airport. And as always, I arrive too early because the Ryanair app says that you should arrive 1.5 hours before the departure. But like all the security checks and check-in procedures took me less than 10 minutes. The captain just told us that they found bird pieces around the engine, which means that bird stuck there, and there's a possibility that the engine was damaged and it's not safe to fly. That's the reason why we had to order an engineer from Bergamo airport, so he comes and checks the engine. For this reason, I had to wait for about 3 or even more hours in the airport, and this is how Venice looks like from the airplane.